Hi, and welcome back to Nadya's Identity Files. Now we're going to have our on-air social media and branding consult. I have a box here, and I have both of these two wonderful people's names in this box. Papers are folded, so I cannot see what's going on, so I'm just going to, do a little shuffle thing, and someone can send good juju to the box.
Send it over.
Oh, we have Jessica.
Yay! You won!
On-air social media consult.
Do I say anything when you're doing it?
Really
you can pipe in as much as
I
you
won't mind.
like. You can totally pipe in. So, I don't know if you've been watching some of my other segments, but usually how I start with social media and branding consults is I really like to get down to pinning down our narrative identities. So our identity as depicted through story. So I usually start out with a little exercise, as many of you who've been watching are aware now, is the 5-word memoir. Are you familiar with the 5-word
yes,
memoir?
I am.
Yeah, Michael knows. He's big in the literary community. So I have you write 5 words that don't have to necessarily be outwardly coherent. They could just be words that you feel like kind of relate to who you are. So that's your what, like who I am story, and then your why story. Think about your why in terms of why you're doing what you're doing, how you're putting yourself out there, what you want to achieve. And so you have your 5-word why story, your 5-word what story. We look at the intersection of the two, and then after that, I start putting the two together and figuring out, all right, so what direction are we going to go in, and what social media channels can we use in what way to really kind of get Jessica to stand out even more of a leader in her space, which obviously is entertainment in a very multifaceted capacity. So I am going to have you use this pen.
How
Okay.
exciting.
I don't even know where this thing came from.
Can we help her if she's stuck?
She needs to come up with it herself, but if she gets stuck, we can guide her.
I'll ask you.
Okay, so Jessica, 5-word what? And
so that's like 5 words.
5 words that you feel kind of like sums up who you are in a nutshell, that you think really speaks to your overall identity, right? Because it's important that we bleed through our authenticity and our truth and our marketing efforts. Obviously, I mean, a lot of companies and a lot of people just think about their bottom lines, but if you're just thinking about your bottom line and not about your why and about who you are, people are not going to connect with you at the same level as they would if you are letting your authenticity bleed through your marketing efforts, and particularly on the online space, because people only see what you're putting out there. And you don't want it to necessarily be overly packaged, because then people they lose the ability to relate to you. So you have your what story.
I think so. Hopefully this is correct. If not, I could change it.
Guess what? There's no right or wrong answer. It's what's correct to you and what you feel is who you are. But we also need your why story, because I want to have both together. So your why story, why are you doing what you're doing in terms of your career? Think about that. We have some people outside waving to us because they want their moment of fame. Hi.
They want to have social media.
Yeah, come on in and I'll give you a consult you have to pay for.
Now, would you do the same thing with a group? In other words, like Career-wise?
Absolutely. And you know what? Last week I actually had the honor and opportunity to host another workshop or teach another workshop at Coldwell Banker Beverly Hills, where I was working with realtors specifically on how to kind of create and work through their narrative identities.
Wow.
So I'd be happy to tailor that for your group, tailor my presentation, absolutely, and come in and work with everybody. Yeah, that would be so wonderful, Michael. Yay. Please, let's do it.
Okay, so I think this is good.
I see a lot of things.
Here.
So can I read these out loud?
Sure.
Okay, so we have Jessica's what, her who I am identity story, her narrative identity, 5 words. Animal activist, energetic, multitasker, actress, publicist. Yes, I'd say that does sum it up.
I probably need to add more, but it's a start.
And her why story, more than 5 words, but it doesn't matter. It's just a launch pad. That's all it is, really, at the end of the day.
Yeah, I guess you can use the first sentence. Build
a successful career, inspire others to adopt a vegetarian or vegan lifestyle, and enjoy life to its fullest. Beautiful. So, how do we encapsulate these 2 wonderful stories, her what and her why story, in her marketing? Well, I would suggest, obviously, you have an Instagram.
Yes.
So your images, you want to really reflect your message and what you're doing. Obviously, you have a lot of very fabulous pictures on your Instagram. I mean, you're beautiful. You're showing yourself off in your beauty and fabulousness, going from event to event. Jessica's very busy. She's working as a publicist. So I would just suggest mixing it up a little bit, maybe interweaving some images of animals and quotes that are original of your own.
Which I'm so busy and I need to do that more. I totally agree.
Right. So images of animals or images of food that are vegetarian, maybe you've prepared or you've had out. Within restaurants with inspiring quotes either of your own making or of that you pull out from somebody else. So intermixing that, I would suggest Pinterest and creating different boards, curating different boards that relate to different things that you're doing. So you could have like an entertainment board that's just a mix of things that are actually original images or images that relate to kind of whom you want to attract, right? And if you were doing some original blog posts, you could even pin one of those posts and have it redirect to your website. Okay. Right? So that's one board, and then your animal board and your food board, your style board. There's different boards you could do on Pinterest. Facebook Live, you absolutely need to be doing Facebook Live. Okay. It'll build out your Facebook fan base even more so. You have a huge network of friends, but I'm not sure if you have a Facebook fan page yet.
I do. I figured I'm going to make my private page kind of more public and post more publicly because I already have close to 4,000 friends, I think. So I might as well just do that and start over and having to get everyone else.
Well, the thing is, you don't actually have to start over. You can actually invite all of those people to like your page, and through specific types of segmentation and using your Facebook Live on your friends page to onboard people from the outside to like that new page. And I would suggest Twitter and LinkedIn, writing original posts that relate to your mission and your passions related to vegetarianism, food and animal rights, as well as intermixing that with issues related to entertainment. So just nice blend. Remember the 80-20 content rule, everybody. That's 80% content that's informative, educational, or inspiring, and 20% direct pitches. So say, hey, I have an event, come here, or plug my show. You only want to do that 20% of the time, otherwise people feel inundated.
It's marketing too much.
It's marketing too much. Wow. It's getting in people's face, and we want to build relationships. That's what it's all about, people. That's why we're here doing what we're doing, to build relationships, to inspire, to live our truth. And I'm so excited that I had both Michael and Jessica here today, two wonderful people who are both living through their truth 110%. Before I close today's show, I welcome conversation and questions from my live streaming audience. So I'll give you guys a few moments to plug your questions. And Michael or Jessica, do you have any other questions regarding the consult or the process of how to kind of put yourself out there in a real way?
I thought it was so interesting what you said about Jessica to make her even more interesting than she is as a celebrity or as an actress and a model or whatever, to add that animal aspect to it, because that's going to draw in a lot of different people.
And the thing is, it's like, this is all, it's Jessica's truth. It's who she is. It's what she believes. So we just want to make sure that's put out there, because once people get inspired and they see more of that dynamicism that already exists within you, people are going to be more attracted to what you're doing.
And I have a question. What do you think is a good amount to post, like on each profile? Like one post a day, 2 posts a day? What's a good amount? Because I'm so busy and I really need to allocate, posting more. A lot of times I just post an event picture. And I don't post again for 3 or 4 days because I'm just running around so much.
I would say 6 to 8 posts between 4 platforms a week.
Okay.
So it's not as though you're doing 6 per platform.
Okay.
Get a tool like Hootsuite. Yes. That's everybody check out Hootsuite. I'm not working for Hootsuite, I swear. It just really works.
The first 3 profiles are free.
I don't know it.
It's HOOTSUITE, and it's basically a social media management platform. There are free versions. So you can get the free version and you can set up all your profiles. The only thing about it is for Instagram, you have to connect.
It's really annoying. Yeah, I've used Hootsuite before for PR clients, but for myself, I think because I have so many profiles, and a lot of times things are last minute, they kind of go. But
you also want to pin down what profiles are best for you to use. I would say, again, Instagram, LinkedIn,
what about Snapchat?
Twitter. Snapchat, yes. So make sure everyone always have your Snapchat. If you're going to use Snapchat, always have your Snapchat handle at the top of your Instagram profile, your other social media handles. That way people can follow you, because Snapchat is built upon people coming to you from other social media handles.
So I should put,
Yeah. But I would say the Facebook Live, Do one Facebook Live a week. Probably the best time for you to do it is before your show, before you broadcast on WCOBM. Talk about some issues you might be doing. I myself need to do that more, and I understand how it is when we get really busy. I mean, I'm in marketing. I'm the director of a marketing agency.
And you want your posts to be perfect
right.
because everyone's seen them. So a lot of times I want to post things, but I'm like, I don't have time.
Right,
But you have to make the time.
Taking a day a week to just kind of figure out your strategy and go from there. Having just one go-to strategy and having your content ready to go week by week is the best bet. So I thank you so much. Thank you again,
Thank
Michael.
you.
Jessica.
Yeah, you did a great job. So fun to be on the other side.
Yay, right? Why not? So stay tuned. Jessica's going to be broadcasting next.
Yay.